Hall County Sports is also brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Come check out the latest deals. When you go Green Ford. And also brought to you by McEver Road United Methodist Church. With 3 services every Sunday morning, Kids Town, adult education small groups, and community outreach, McEver Road UMC is dedicated to transforming the world through the gospel of Jesus Christ. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Hall County Sports. I'm your host, Gary Glenn. Lots of postseason news for you on this particular edition of the show, and we start by taking you to the mat. And, well, Flowery Branch did have a wrestler going for the state championship, only not the one they figured. It was supposed to be Danny Bell wrestling on Saturday night at the Gwinnett Arena and going for state title number 2. Only Bell got knocked out 9-8 in the quarterfinals by the eventual runner-up, Tim Reynolds of Columbus. Now, Danny did wrestle his way back to 3rd place along the way, tying Colby Yates of West Hall for the all-time record for wins by a Hall County wrestler. Now, the Falcon that won the tournament, though, was 103-pound sophomore Nick Langford, who with a 6-4 win over somebody he had never beaten before, Gilmer's Justin Carr, now reigns as state champ. In fact, Carr had beaten Nick just a few weeks ago at the area tournament. But in the big one, where it counted, Langford came out on top. I did have a chance to talk with Nick and his coach, Shane Lancaster.
If you look at the conditioning, it's a huge factor. An incredible match. We trained all year telling him to plan to go 3 periods, 6 solid minutes, and that was the game plan going in, and he stuck to it. Look at everything Nick's put himself through. Words can't describe the work ethic that kid's put into this program, into the sport. He'll go through our practices, which are grueling. 99% of the kids at our school can't even start to hang with a practice. He goes through it, and then he goes to practice outside the school at the Elite Training Center with Jeff Bedard and others. So this kid does double practices on most days. So he truly got what he deserves.
It just feels amazing. I've never beaten that kid as a freshman. All freshman year I lost. And now this year at area duels area, I lost to him in the finals. It just feels amazing just to finally beat him. I was just so happy. I was just overcome with joy and excitement because this is about the best feeling in my life right now. This match I was determined to win, so I went out and poured out all my heart and just went after him all I could, all 3 rounds.
Now, as for Danny Bell, he accepted his 3rd place medal at 112 pounds with grace and dignity.
Not too bad. I really wanted to be I was aiming for the finals. I wasn't real sure about beating Ward because he already beat me once, so I kind of knew how he wrestled. I mostly just wanted to make it to the finals, but it just didn't turn out that way. From here, my wrestling career's over. That's all I want, and I'm just gonna go to Gainesville, get my core classes done, and just go with it from then on.
Now, on the team side, has there ever been anything you can remember like the domination Jefferson has shown? The Dragons, who earlier this season had claimed their 9th straight duels title, won their 10th straight traditional state wrestling championship by almost 100 points over the runner-up Henry County. They qualified 8 wrestlers for the finals and equaled their school record by winning 7 of those. A few months ago, the Jefferson Wrestling Program had been named Team of the Decade by the Northeast Georgia Sports Hall of Fame. It also turns out that their coach, Doug Thurman, who was named to the National Wrestling Hall of Fame's Georgia chapter, also got the National Hall's Regional Head Coach of the Year award, and his assistant Lee Roper was named the Regional Assistant Coach of the Year. All of that left Thurman, who got his head coaching start here in Hall County at Johnson High School, all smiles.
If you'd have told me several years ago we'd have won 10 in a row, I would have said that's no way, but we got a lot of hard-working guys. And they work hard, and it's paid off, and we're very, very proud of them. Yeah, we're going to enjoy it for a couple of days, and then we're going to get back to the grindstone. Everybody wants to knock you off when you win, and you got them in a row. Somebody wants to break the chain, so back to the grindstone.
Oh, by the way, one of the Jefferson champs, 189-pounder Lucas Red, has been invited as a preferred walk-on by the Georgia football team. Lucas is also a fine baseball player as well. And don't worry about his school getting paid for. He's also a great student, has the Hope Scholarship. Plus, he told me he's going to work his tail off and try to earn a football scholarship. Don't be surprised when he does. Oh, by the way, other Hall Countians making the medal podium were West Hall's Tanner Yates, who was 5th at 125, and North Hall's Shane Doster, who was 4th at 152. Besides Jefferson, other team winners were Collins Hill in 5A, Alexander in 4A, Gilmer in AAA, and Bremen in Single A. We take you to the diamond when Hall County Sports continues.
There are moments in life that you wish would last forever. Dreams that really do come true. Treasures worth protecting. And a future to prepare for. Turner Wood & Smith is with you every step of the way. Established in the Gainesville area in 1905. Turner Wood & Smith has become Northeast Georgia's largest independent insurance agency by offering professional service at competitive prices. Turner Wood & Smith, insuring your future since 1905.
Are you struggling to get where you really want to be in life? Then get on the fast track to success at Lanier Technical College with 5 campuses, day, evening, and online classes, and many tuition fees paid for by the Hope Grant. There's no better way to get where you really want to be. Now more than ever, high-paying employers are looking for highly trained individuals with hands-on technical training. So stop struggling and get moving. Lanier Technical College. Get ready. Go!
Hi folks, Butch Miller from Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville. You may be asking yourself, why drive to Gainesville to buy a new car? Well, the answer is obvious. First, we sell Hondas, one of the best cars in the world. Next, we're known for incredibly low prices, offering you more money for your trade-in and treating you the way you like to be treated. We're easy to get to from either Georgia 400 or I-985 on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. And remember folks, if you think you can get a better deal on a better car at Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville, you got that right.
We are back. Hall County Sports is the show. Brenau University softball coach Devin Thomas announced the addition of Katie Bolin, who graduated in May from Madison County High School, 4A school over in Danielsville. Bolin, a 2-time Georgia All-State Team selection in 2007 and 2009, and was most recently selected as the 2009 Region 8 Quad A Player of the Year, was a 2009 Georgia Dugout Club All-State All-Star Team selection. She's also a 3-time 8 Quad A All-Region selection, was the team MVP for 08 and 09. Bolin voted the best offensive player in 2007, was All-Northeast Georgia from 2007 through 2009. In addition to her numerous athletic honors, Katie's been a 4-year academic All-American in high school and is an active member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Well, she joins a lineup that already has a lot of talent. Sophomore catcher Morgan Smith out of Covington was named Golden Tiger of the Week by the Brenau coaching staff for the week of February 8th through the 15th. At that time, Smith led the nation for the NAIA in RBI with 13. She tied the single-game school record for RBI with 6 against Truett McConnell. She's batting .750 and had hit her 3rd home run of the season against TMC. Morgan was an SSAC All-Conference selection a year ago, was named Freshman of the Year in the conference. Our Mark Eggers recently dropped in on a Golden Tiger practice.
So let me ask you this, Coach. Are you a little bit surprised at the good start you're off to, particularly in light of the fact that you've got so many new faces out there this year?
Yeah, we last year we won the conference championship. We were 42-12. Went on and played for the national championship. Went over there and had a good experience over there. But you're right, we lost 9 seniors. Had a couple girls transfer out and a couple of girls pursue education elsewhere. So we had 13 girls that were on the championship team that are not here now, and we have 6 returning players. So the quality freshmen that I brought in, they're doing a good job. They're learning quick. And I also had 2 transfers from NCAA schools. I had one of my former players at Chestatee High School, Sarah Applegarth. Mm-hmm. She transferred in from St. Andrews Presbyterian in North Carolina. And we had Elena Lazar, a Division I transfer from Florida International down in Miami. So they've come in, and so far they've done a real good job and brought some experience to the team.
Okay, so you guys are 5-1. You got some momentum going. That's real important. Mm-hmm. But I notice on your schedule, you've got 11 days scheduled between your last game and your next game. And we're kind of in the middle right here now. How do you keep that momentum going, or is that just something you're not too worried about?
Well, it's to the point to whereas this year I have a small roster. I have a very small roster this year. It consists of 14. And, the rest here at the beginning is good. We got their feet wet. They got out. They played. They did good, 5-1. Then we had a long rest. I gave them a long weekend last weekend because I told them once we get started, we play 50 games in 3 months. So, the rest, I did the schedule on purpose just so we could get out there and see what we had. We could come back and work on it in this long stretch. And this weekend we head to Columbia College in South Carolina to start our conference play. So it was pretty much a strategy behind it just to see what I had and to get their feet wet.
Now on the field, the Tigers softball team ran their early season record to 7-1. Their conference marked 2-0 with a sweep of Columbia, 12-0 in 5, and then 5-2. Now in that first game, freshman Anna Manus threw her first collegiate no-hitter with a 9-strikeout, 2-walk beauty. She got plenty of help offensively as the Tigers pounded out 12 hits in that one. Brooke Bryant led the way with a 3-for-4 effort. Sarah Applegarth went 2-for-4 with 3 RBI, and Tiffany Shandera also had 2 hits with 2 RBI. Taylor Kelly also went 2-for-4 as Bernal ended that one early. Now, in the second game, Ellen Black took the mound, was the winning pitcher with 3 strikeouts. Manus came in for the save and picked up another 3 Ks. Now, the Tigers pounded out 11 more hits as Morgan Smith continued her tear at the plate, going 3-for-3 with 2 solo home runs. Caitlin Kelly also went 3-for-3 with a double. Bernal will continue conference play next Saturday with a doubleheader at Faulkner. Back to recap some of the things from last week when we continue.
Open hearts, open minds, open doors. Let's consider that church is a menu of adventure. Let's consider that open is a verb instead of a noun, a word of action. What if church was less about Sunday and more about the other days of the week? Opening hearts, opening minds, opening doors. What if church wasn't just a place we go, but something we do?
I want to be part of a church where everybody feels that they have a role to play and a place to be and are welcomed. That there's something for everyone.
What if church wasn't just a building, but doors opening up a different experience that whoever knocks might find a journey to call their own?
We have people that come in t-shirts and blue jeans and flip-flops, and we do have our older generation that comes in ties and suits, and we want everybody to feel comfortable.
You know God is there because of the people that are there, and you want to enjoy that same feeling of fullness and freedom.
Let's rethink church. Then Sunday could be a day of reflection on all that we had accomplished Monday through Saturday. Then together, we can open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
My name is Lloyd Smith.
I'm Renee Barnett.
My name's Alan Cudd.
My name's Don Cooper.
My name is Mike Stewart, and I attend McKever Road United Methodist Church, the church on the hill here in Oakwood, Georgia. We'd love for you to come join us.
This message has been brought to you by the people of the McKever Road United Methodist Church. Gary Cole, pastor.
Team Office Pros is slam-dunking prices on brand-name closeout furniture. You'll find top-quality furniture from our best-selling manufacturers. Brands like Coaster Furniture with chairs starting at $50 and tables starting at $79.95. We have Global chairs starting at $49.95. Items from McCourt Children's Furniture as low as $29.95. Martin Furniture Kathy Ireland Collection starting at just $249.95. And Hooker Furniture starting at just $199.95. Stop into Office Pros and get your slam-dunk savings today.
In basketball, it was tournament time last week in 7 AAA. West Hall eliminated White County's boys 64-47. Shunquez Stevens had 25 and Jarquez Young 20 for the Spartans. Chesterton's season ended 65-61 to the Johnson boys. For the Knights, Chris Henry and Trey Dudley each finished with 14 points. Chesterton's Lamar Brooks actually had the game high, 21. Now after that, Johnson qualified for the state tournament with their 51-41 win over West Forsyth. Grant Cagle and Henry led the way with 13 apiece. Their surprising opponents in the semifinals were the West Hall Spartans, who upset Gainesville 66-65 in OT on a last-second layup by Dylan Bartlett after a half-court pass from Young. Stevens led the Spartans with 21 points and 14 rebounds before fouling out in the OT. Young had 18 in the win. Dre Pugh had 15, including 6 straight free throws in the extra period. Gainesville's Blake Sims led all scoring and had sent the game into overtime by sinking a shot with less than 5 seconds left in regulation. Now, in the semifinal matchup, which was actually earlier this week, a great game it was, and the Spartans finally took the lead for the first time with 5 minutes and change left. It was back and forth after that until West Hall finally won by 4 over the Johnson Knights, 69-65. Stevens had 24 points and 16 rebounds. Young had 18 for the winners. Johnson was led by Cagle with 18 points all on 3-pointers. Now, on the other side of the boys' bracket, Lumpkin County avenged an earlier loss to Flowery Branch with a 54-52 upset of the Falcons. Ishmael Hollis had a double-double 14 points and 13 rebounds in that loss. East Hall's boys clobbered Gilmer 85-38. They made 16 three-pointers in that rout. Greg Edwards led the Vikes with 14 points. Now, the other boys' semifinal matched North Hall and East Hall earlier this week. The Trojans had waxed Lumpkin County 57-40 as they won their school record 22nd game of the season. Robbie Hill had 10 in that win. East Hall then walloped Pickens 75-38 to advance in the tournament. Greg Edwards with 11 and Charles Perry with 10 led the scoring parade. Now, in the semifinal, again matching North Hall and East Hall, North Hall prevailed 66-57. Chris Barnes had 5 threes and finished with 19 points for North Hall. Charles Perry scored 13 for the Vikings. For the girls' side of 7 AAA, North Hall waxed Lambert 57-36. Mary Kate Rushton led the scoring with 21 for the Lady Trojans. Then Flowery Branch pulled a shocker, had a 42-40 upset of Chestatee. D was the key there as the Lady Falcons forced 24 Lady War Eagle turnovers and held Chestatee to only 1 3-pointer. Cash Champion had 12 points to go with her assist, as well as 3 steals and 2 rebounds in the win. Peyton Robertson had 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 blocks in the loss. Now, in the semis this past Monday night, the Lady Falcons next played Gainesville, who eliminated Pickens 45-33 earlier. Jamie Carnes had 6 rebounds and 17 points in that win. And in the semifinal, Gainesville caught fire in the second half after a 19-all draw at the break, winning 44-29. Carnes had 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 blocks. Champion led the branch with 9 points. The other semifinal had matched up Creekview, which had beaten West Forsyth 25-23, and East Hall. The Lady Vikings had beaten North Hall 62-48 earlier in the tournament as Morgan Jackson scored 17 and Jasmine Jenkins 12. Shaquila Rucker had 11 points in the Lady Trojans' loss. Now, in that semifinal earlier this week again, East Hall smacked the Lady Grizzlies 58-27. Derica Faulkner had 20 for the Lady Vikes. All right, as we turn back to the boys, and in AA, Riverside punched their ticket to the AA state tournament with a 55-47 win over Walnut Grove. Brandon McKinney led the Eagles with 14 points. The Eagles played Jefferson for the region title after knocking off Dawson County 58-43. Dylan Setscorn led RMA with 16, and we'll have more on that championship game on next week's show. Now, in Single A, Lakeview's boys zapped Towns County 72-50 in the quarterfinals of the 8A tournament. 11 different Lions scored on the night, led by Daniel O'Vera and Jackson Wells with a dozen each. In the semis, the Lions lost 66-60 to Athens Christian, but the Lakeview boys still make the state tournament, but that means they'll have to open on the road. More on that in just a minute. Austin Pearson had 14 against ACS. The Lions did battle back to take third place with a 75-50 win over Social Circle. Jackson Wells with 19 for Lakeview, who will play at Pace Academy this coming Saturday night. Lakeview's girls, by the way, finished at 12-12 in the season after they lost to Social Circle 45-42 in the tournament. Lisa Jacobs 15 in that defeat. Now, the North Georgia Christian teams wound up playing for their league's state championships, both boys and girls. The male Chargers came from behind to beat Ballard Christian 52-46 in overtime as Zach Penley had 24. The Lady Chargers beat Heritage 44-36 as Sarah Rhodes knocked down 18. The Lady Chargers then won their state title game 40-25 over Skipstone Academy. That is the school's first state title in any sport. Emily Owens had 11 to lead the charge for the ladies, who wind up 16-2 and state champs of their league. The guys, they couldn't quite complete the sweep. They fell 52-45 to Victory Christian. Penley had 14 for the Chargers, who at 22-4 still had the best record in school history and the first appearance in the state title game. College ball, Shorter Hawks broke up with a close game in the last 8 minutes and defeated the Bernal Golden Tigers, who at that time were 17-11 overall and 6-8 in the SSAC. Basketball action, 76-60 was the final there. Freshman Nikki Reed continued to impress, leading the Tigers with 14 points and 9 rebounds. Seniors Ashley Higgins and Tori Collins scored 13 and 11 points respectively. Meg Henson with a solid outing with 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Former North Hall player Elizabeth Williams, meanwhile, broke the LaGrange College School record for assists. She had 11 in their big 109-57 win over Salem. All right, time now to name our athletes of the week. For the male, well, it's going to be obvious choice here. Nick Langford, the state champion wrestler for Flowery Branch. Hard to argue with being the best in the state. For the female, well, we're just going to give it to the North Georgia Christian girls basketball teams, who are state champs of the Independent Christian Schools of Georgia and Alabama, that whole league. Some other stuff. In tennis, Riverside swept Chestatee, while Lakeview's teams, boys and girls, were swept by Buford. Riverside then edged Johnson 3-2, while the West Hall boys blanked East Hall 5-love. East Hall's girls also swept West Hall. North Hall boys went 1-2 at the Buford Invitational, losing to Carrollton and the host team, but beating Gainesville in tennis action. Two top 10 collegiate tennis programs faced off in the homestanding NCAA Division II number 8 Columbus State Cougars emerged with a win over NAIA's number 7 Brunel University, 8-1. Aline Nagels out of Antwerp, Belgium, came up with the only victory in singles play for the Tigers on that one. Tiger tennis team was then edged 5-4 in a 5-hour battle with Emory to drop to 1-2 on the year. Now, at the Touchdown Club of Atlanta, the Gainesville Red Elephants racked up some awards. Blake Sims was the Atlanta Touchdown Club Quarterback of the Year. Tyler Jones, the Receiver of the Year, and the whole linebacking core of the year went to A.J. Johnson, Alberto Sanabria, Graham Simmons, and Thomas Sprague. Sims and Jones also made the Metro Atlanta All-Star team. And the Hole-in-One Club has a new member. Jim Prather did the deed with a 9-iron on number 3 at Chattahoochee. Now, I'm going to go back on the road for our last segment. HCS TV will wrap up the championship games of the 7 AAA tournament. That story coming up.
Hi folks, Butch Miller from Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville. You may be asking yourself, why drive to Gainesville to buy a new car? Well, the answer is obvious. First, we sell Hondas, one of the best cars in the world. Next, we're known for incredibly low prices, offering you more money for your trade-in and treating you the way you like to be treated. We're easy to get to from either Georgia 400 or I-985 on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. And remember folks, if you think you can get a better deal on a better car at Milton Martin Honda in Gainesville, you got that right.
There are moments in life that you wish would last forever. Dreams that really do come true. Treasures worth protecting. And a future to prepare for. Turner Wood & Smith is with you every step of the way. Established in the Gainesville area in 1905. Turner Wood & Smith has become Northeast Georgia's largest independent insurance agency by offering professional service at competitive prices. Turner Wood & Smith, ensuring your future since 1905.
Are you struggling to get where you really want to be in life? Then get on the fast track to success at Lanier Technical College with 5 campuses, day, evening, and online classes, and many tuition fees paid for by the Hope Grant. There's no better way to get where you really want to be. Now more than ever, high-paying employers are looking for highly trained individuals with hands-on technical training. So stop struggling and get moving. Lanier Technical College. Get ready. Go!
Hall County Sports is also brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Come check out the latest deals. When you go Green Ford. And also brought to you by McEver Road United Methodist Church. With 3 services every Sunday morning, Kids Town, adult education small groups, and community outreach, McEver Road UMC is dedicated to transforming the world through the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Well, this gym is a whole lot quieter now. Hello again, everybody, coming to you from Flowery Branch High School, the home of the 2010 Region 7 AAA basketball tournament. I'm Gary Glenn, wrapping up this edition of Hall County Sports. Well, it was a night of championships and consolation matchups tonight. Let me tell you a little bit about what happened. The first championship of the evening went to the Lady Elephants of Gainesville. The final was 49-37 over East Hall's Lady Vikings. And after the game, I had a chance to talk with the Lady Red Elephant coach, Manson Hill. All right, Manson, 3rd straight region championship. You jumped on them early and really never let up.
Well, you know, East Hall's got a great team, and we knew they had a great team. We played them this is the 4th time, so we knew it was going to be a really tough battle, so we wanted to come out strong. Last night, we struggled a little bit in the first quarter and then came out and played a lot better as the game went on. But we felt like, you know, if we came out, you know, like out at East Hall, we came out and didn't play very well in the first quarter, and they had jumped on us by about 15. So, you know, we felt like it was really important to come out and win the first quarter, and we did that. And then we thought, you know, obviously, you know, they're too good a team to let up on. So we knew it was going to be important to play a 32-minute game, and I'm really proud that we did.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, when you play a team as many times, they know you, you know them, and it depends maybe on who's hot that night.
It is, you know, and we both know each other's tendencies. We both know how we're going to play each other. So it's, you know, it's about execution and just doing the right things.
I heard Jamie had 22 tonight. Sure, she had a lot of rebounds. She's kind of been the catalyst, but she's got a pretty strong supporting cast when everybody's well and healthy.
You know, she does. I mean, you know, to me, there's nobody. Jamie's easily the best player in AAA, maybe the best player in any classification in our state. At least in my mind, I'm biased. I understand that. But the other players to play with Jamie are very good basketball players, and sometimes they don't score as much because they're team players and they realize that Jamie has a mismatch sometimes, and so they get the ball to her, you know, and they get, you know, like, you know, our guards a lot of times will have 5 and 6 assists, you know, getting the ball into them or getting the ball into Rebecca with a mismatch there. So, you know, some of our players could be averaging more points and getting more accolades and everything, but our group, they're very good basketball players. I mean, our 2 guards, Michael in the 4 and Lauren Thomas, I think are the best guard set in the region, you know, and then when you go look at our forwards, Kate Callahan and Rebecca Webster, I think we win that battle too. And then when you throw Jamie in, you know, I mean, you know, that's the reason why we won the region championship.
Yeah, there you go. And you're kind of on a roll now. You've won 10 out of your last 12. How far can you take this thing? It's been kind of a rough start to the season, but you seem to be hitting your stride right now. And obviously, this is the time of year when you want to do that.
Well, we went out and played the toughest schedule anybody's ever played, I think, in Hall County. And so we've played the great teams. So, you know, what we said in there was the same thing. You know, we go as far as we bring our A game every night. You know, we played the Carrolltons. We played we played Kendrick, who's not currently number 1. We played Franklin County, you know, home and away. We played Buford, they're number 1. You know, we played Wesleyan. We played 2 of the best teams in Tennessee. You know, so plus we played 4 games against the Great East Hall team. You know, we played Pickens. You know, so we've played some really good people. So, you know, so I think that, you know, Fire Branch team is a very scrappy, very, you know, good defensive team. So, you know, so we've played a lot of good teams. And so there's nothing really anybody's going to do to us that's going to surprise us. So we can go as far as we keep bringing our A game.
And you got the first one at home at least, right?
We do. We have the first one, and if we win, we get the first 2 at home.
There you go.
You know, so it's all about being focused for every game and being ready to go.
Good luck to the Lady Elephants. Madison Hill.
Thank you very much.
All right. Gainesville's Jamie Carnes had 9 rebounds to go with those 22 points, by the way. Now, the boys' championship went to the North Hall Trojans over the Spartans of West Hall. North Hall led 27-20 at the half and then had to hold on there at the end to win it 50-42. And afterwards, I had a chance to talk with the Trojans head man, Benji Wood. Benji, you bumped it up to double digits in the second half, then they made a run at you, slowed it down, and they got really close. Were you wondering what's going on here?
Yeah, I got a bit worried there for a while. I'm not going to lie. We, you know, at that point when they made the run, we tried to spread it out and make the big guys come out.
Yeah.
And whoever the big guy was guarding, we wanted to go by, and we went by, but unfortunately we missed several layups. And when you miss layups and they come down and hit threes, they're gonna cut it tight. But I was really proud of how the kids persevered at the end. In spite of making a lot of mistakes, they persevered, and that's what champions do.
You got some key free throws there at the end, some key rebounds, a bucket or 2 sprinkling in there, and it was enough for the win.
Right, it was, and you know, you have to have big-time plays to win championships. And I was on Trevor Ross early in the game, and he had a huge offensive rebound off of his free throw right there. That made a big difference. And, you know, if he doesn't get that rebound, we may not win.
So now you're region champions, school record number of wins. I mean, this has been kind of a dream season, but it's a tribute to the hard work of the kids.
It all goes back to the work they've put in. You know, for 4 years, these seniors have busted their tails. And they have so many life experiences to draw on about persevering and hard work. And it's just so exhilarating to see the looks on their faces, to see them reap the benefits for that hard work.
And champion is something nobody ever take away from you. I mean, once you're that, you're that.
That's right. It's been a great ride, a great journey. And, you know, we just want to ride this magic carpet as long as we can.
And you open it home.
We do. We do. And we're excited about that. We're excited. We hope the whole North Hall community's out there. They came and gave us a great deal of support tonight. And,
that wacky bunch with the togas and all?
I tell you what, they have a good time, don't they? And I'm sure they'll have it rocking Friday night.
All right. Good luck to you, Benji.
Appreciate
it very much. All right.
Appreciate it.
Benji Wood. The Trojans were led by Lance White and Candler Coker with 13 points apiece, while the Spartans were led by Jarquise Young's 12 and Chunquest Stevens had 11 for the Spartans. Dre Pugh had 10. That final, once again, 50-42. Now, earlier tonight in the consolations, the Flowery Branch girls got 16 points from Jessica Harper to beat Creekview 48-37 on the girls' side, while the East Hall boys got 25 from Charles Perry and hit their free throws down the stretch to take a nip-tuck game with Johnson. 65-62. The Knights also getting 25 points from Trey Dudley in that loss. So that's the story from the Region Championship, and that's the story for this week from Hall County Sports. I'm Gary Glenn. Join us next week right here for more of the show. You're watching Hall County Sports.